Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Today is a big day for having a brand new update on Gran Turismo 7, you guys. Version 1.17. By having 3 new cars and a new racetrack for the first time in the game, so we have to take a good look on the details, so we could probably have to show everything what we have. Oh yes, looks like this is going to be a very good. 3 new cars are also to be available by having a returning vehicle from Gran Turismo 2. The Suzuki B6 Escudo Pikes Peak Special 1998 has arrived to be purchased from the Legend car dealership from June 24, along with a 1932 Ford Roadster 1963 is here as well. But there is also to have a Group 3 version of the Suzuki Vision Gran Turismo has fully become to be as a competitive race car will be used in the Manufacturers Cup. But there is also to have a new track course for the first time in GT7. The Watkins Glen International has been added to the 2 different layouts between the long and short course layout is now arrived as well. As also to have a World Circuits to be part onto the circuit experience, to have new events like American FR Challenge 550, American Clubman Cup 700, and World Touring Car 800. These new events will become available at Collector Level 17, you guys. This is going to be so awesome to have an American circuit is now going in to take the first time ever in Gran Turismo 7. The Scapes is here as well to be on the same location to have different backgrounds to be on the spot. But there might be adding up onto the Scape demo rule will be featured for a curation to be part of it. So what else might be quite turns out to be on the cafe? Added 41 sets of new conversation with the characters appearing in the cafe. These new conversation can be accessed by changing cars in garage and speaking with the character that is in the cafe. But not to mention to have new extra menus have been introduced. These kinds of menus provide opportunities to complete new car collections and are accessible after contained collector levels has been reached in update 1.17. The following 3 extra menus have been added, like Toyota 86 for extra menu number 1 in the collection. Extra menu number 2 is the Honda Type R, and for the number 3, rotary engine. These kinds of extra bonuses after doing the post-ending scene is definitely might be adding up after participate to collect on to menu book number 39 is the Championship World GT Series and having watched the ending. But there might be some new colors are also available in the GT Auto. There's the Ford Roadster Black, Suzuki Escudo Pikes Peak Red, Suzuki Vision GT Group 3 Blue, and Black. But there might be some different features in the options. The horn command can be now assigned to a button in the controller configuration menu. Horn is not available for race car and certain other cars. Sounds very good. But there is also to have one other thing for having one excellent surprise, you guys. The 360 angle in the third person view is now also to be featured in the game, as you may ever saw from the beta version of Gran Turismo Sport. So let's go over onto the world map and have a good, excellent, interesting to have a different change on the garage from red to blue. How excited! How wonderful and interesting is putting up to have the garage reward gift to be changed from red to blue. So let's get over onto the Legend car, and we got some 2 new rides are also to be available in the lineup. Very good and perfection to have the V6 Escudo Pikes Peak Special 1998 is purchased to be at 1,700,000 credits. Very excellent and good moment to have over amount of currency credits since I have farming work from Tokyo Expressway and race of turbo sports cars since I have working hard to do on a full walkthrough. Let's have a good look with this nice excellent rally car beast. It turns out to have a performance point base to be at 846.27. It's an all-wheel drive, 981 horsepower / 8,000 RPM. Turbocharged is also to be as an aspiration type. Very good, and born to have a rally car beast to be dominate to be on the hill climb to be participate in Pikes Peak International hill climb back from 1998. So let's learn more about this car because this one is a legendary. The B6 Escudo Pikes Peak Special took on the Pikes Peak International hill climb in 1996. It won that year, catapulting Suzuki image as a serious maker of off-road machines. The Pikes Peak hill climb is a race up a mountain road to an elevation of over 4,593 feet. With a history dating back more than 100 years, it is among the oldest motorsport events in the world. The V6 Escudo Pikes Peak Special packed a 981 horsepower, 2.5 liter V6 in a body that only weighed 1,764 pounds. It was specially tuned to deliver peak performance at altitudes that exceeds 13,123 feet. Wow, I cannot believe it. The B6 Escudo Pikes Peak Special took part in 1996, very original and updated to be as a 1998 model. How excited is that to have this very good, excellent rally car beast is also to be hashtagged to be labeled as a Pikes Peak. Very excellent and very good for every Suzuki fans, including kart lovers. By using this one is a very good rare opportunity to try it out in Gran Turismo 7. So let's go and purchase the first vehicle will be added to the car index. I can't wait to try this baby out. It looks so challenging and well competitive to be on the road and off-road to be on the rally course. 1,700 collected points and going up on to level 38. There you go. Looks like this one is legendary to have this rally car beast. Next up for car number 2 is the Ford Roadster. This one might be a very good, excellent black color to be as a body color base. But this one might have a displacement of 5424cc, drivetrain FR, 179 horsepower, max torque 308.2 FTLB / 3000 RPM. But this one might be naturally aspirated to have this very good classic vehicle was designed in the 1960s. So let's learn more about this Ford Roadster. If you're looking for a car that will really give you a taste of traditional American hot rod culture, then the 1932 Ford Model B, or Deluxe as it is affectionately called, is a great place to start. The name Deluxe comes from its two-door configuration, popular as a base for customization. It is a prime example of a custom hot rod. This car might be a very good classic hot rod, by the way, folks, but this one might be a very good road car. Will be tried out in about 450,000 credits will be available to buy. Car number 2, I'm about to add this one and register to the car index, and this one is a very good American classic beauty. That's more like it. Now I have 2 legendary cars for today's update, and that might be a very good hot price will be available for every Gran Turismo players between Ford and Suzuki fans. So let's go exit out and head over onto the Brand Central before I'm about to proceed over to be at the American circuits to be at Watkins Glen International. Watkins Glen International is also to be located in the New York State. but perfect time to have this very good new course layout, just like Autodromo de Interlagos from Gran Turismo Sport. So let's go over to the Suzuki dealership at the Brand Central and get myself purchased. A Vision Gran Turismo Group 3 class is now listed to be on the showcase. Since we have purchased the original Suzuki Vision Gran Turismo, we'll be participate in the Nations Cup as a one-make race to be at Sardinia Road Track A. But this one is fully race modified to participate in the Manufacturers Cup. Since the Swift Sport Group 4 is now introduced since March 4, 2022 as the release of Gran Turismo 7. But however, Suzuki is going to be more lovely. We'll have to take part in the Manufacturers Cup. We'll be doing the first time ever. But this one is a very good race competition ready for this Suzuki Vision Gran Turismo. So now it has 5 different kinds of colors between different variations, but this one is gray, black, and yellow, yellow, white, and red, red, black, and yellow, blue, white, and yellow, and also to have a same variation added with a red trim. So very good, and this one might be a very good, excellent variation that I'm about to go with. Let's learn more about this car. This Gran Turismo original Group 3 race car was based on the Suzuki Vision Gran Turismo. To comply with Group 3 specification, it adopted a simple FR layout. Powering the vehicle was a twin turbocharged V8. This power plant was actually 2 Hayabusa engines from the company's flagship sports bike stuck together. It redlined at a very high 10,000 RPM and churned out 577.9 HP of power. Thanks to enlarged front and rear spoilers and added air ducts, the body generated globs of downforce. Also, the use of carbon fiber throughout the body kept the entire vehicle extremely lightweight. Sporting the colors of Suzuki's motorcycle race team, this particular Suzuki car is sure to turn heads on the track. Sweet! From all-wheel drive to an FR layout for this car is going to be a very good fully race ready by having 450,000 credits. So I'll be looking forward to have this car will be added to the index. Very excellent variation and livery to become as official made by Suzuki for having this Vision Gran Turismo from a Group X to a Group 3 race car, along with other kinds of 3 Vision GT race car for participate in the Group 3 race, like the FT1, Pescia Vision GT, and also of course to have the Volkswagen GTI Vision GT as well. For this Ford Vision GT race car is now welcome to the Group 3 class, but this one is a very good, proud, official variation. We'll have to go for the competition. So now I'll have to try this out until we're about to be ready to head off on to Watkins Glen, exit to the Brand Central, and I'm about to get myself prepared after putting up a single clip by doing a skip part. I'm so very excited to have one new American racing course for the very first time in Gran Turismo, but also to have the same track to be shared from Forza Motorsports. But it's going to be doing some excellent moment to have a green light for the update will be taking place somewhere around the east coast of America. So here it is, you guys. Watkins Glen International is now located in the New York State. So it looks like 2 new events for American FR Challenge 550 and Clubman Cup 700. But I should probably have to go with some custom race if I could probably have to try it out. So there might be some 2 layouts. One for the long course, which is 3.37 miles, and the short course is 2.45 miles. Alright, so let's go with the long course and see how it turns out. Very competitive. I'm so very good and hyped up, you guys. Gonna have to go with professional and do a car category with group 3. I should probably have to go with 3 laps because I have a lot and important time to go before the next round of the Nations Cup is already here on Friday. Everything's all set. Now let's see, just gonna have to go with preset weather. S03, dry, cloudy, and pleasant. So I could probably have to go with early dawn, sunrise, afternoon, evening, and night. So I could probably have to go with variable time speed rate will go 30 times. Okay, equal conditions mode, so this might have to do well regard to be on mode. I should probably have to go with fast forward time for doing this excellent race moment, you guys. But I'll make sure if I could probably have to hop on board with the Suzuki V6 Escudo Pikes Peak Edition is now featured to be on a time trial. But there might be some different changes has been added on to sport mode. But I can't wait to see how it turns out to become very different and new well addition to be changed up for. I'm so very excited about this new course because the long course of Watkins Glen International is going to be so very good for doing the perfect moment in round 6 at the end of season 1 for the 2022 series in the GT World Series. Nations Cup has now set to be revealed itself. We'll be doing this track to become as the first ever. So very good and very proud American racing track for every competitive racer because this one is also to have a very proud moment to have this specific track layout to be as a full track. As you may ever notice, because this track was used to be in Forza Motorsport series, because it also to have this course to be hosted with IMSA's Sports Car Championship for a 6-hour race each summer. But it's very popular in other titles because we have to be very watch out for having turn 1 during online events, because this one is very challenging and go with a competitive course layout to have this 2 variation on this location. So here I come, folks. Looks like gonna have to do a short time of waiting and do a rolling start in about 3 seconds by having 3 laps. Here comes turn 1, gonna have to go right in. Take that pace and go struggle to do the slipstream. Aim on to turn 2. By trying out with the Suzuki Vision Gran Turismo Group 3 car, it makes a very good handling capability, is also to be labeled as an FR layout. But it was used to be as an all-wheel drive for the original Roadster for this car, because it makes a very good fully race modification made by Suzuki to help out with Polyphony Digital to make this car to become a fully competitive race car to join with the Manufacturer's Cup. But by the look of the interior view, it looks the same, but it might be had some good different changes for the Suzuki Vision Gran Turismo to become as a racing car version. It's going to be so proud and awesome for Suzuki fans who really want to join with the Manufacturer's Cup. Gonna have to be careful and go with an all-wheel drive because it's no longer needed. This one is an FR layout, will be perfectly for the Group 3 race event along with the MR drivetrain layout. Still in last place. I probably might have to go up and better than that. Gonna have to learn gentle and race the long course. Come on, just gonna have to ace that course and take that final turn. Gonna have to brace myself. Not too bad. Lap number 1 is gonna be a warm-up, so time to go advance on to lap number 2. That's more like it. Go with position number 18 and go like a pro. test this new Group 3 race car and catch up with the others. I almost forgot about this feature during the gameplay. It's going to be so surprised if I could probably have to do this. It's going to be turns out to become a rotational action scene to be raced on the track. See? How excited, you guys. Just going to have to use the right analog stick to turn around onto the different camera view. Just like Gran Turismo Sport, GT7 makes a good, perfect improvement for this update. It's going to be so awesome if you guys could probably have to use this angle right over here to take action scene. Okay, stay on it, find my line, and go rev up the acceleration. Well, don't get too distracted because being focused is very important. There you go. Looks like the Subaru BRZ GT300 is here. Come on, just gonna have to stay right in. Final sector, here I come. Okay, that's more like it. Now for the final turn to be on the inside. Final lap, here I come, and this race is doing a test, but it's not an ordinary competition. I should probably have to try out with new rides for this part of the video. Okay, Volkswagen Beetle Group 3 is trying to wait for my moment and go for the straightaway push. Here comes the bus stop. Oh boy, there goes the contact. I just barely had to see this. Gonna have to be very more careful when racing in Watkins Glen. Fascinating work. Now let's go with some angle view to take that turn. Stay on it. Don't want to get off the track. It's gonna get much tricky out there when using the camera rotational view. Okay, sector 3, let's move up and go faster to take the higher position. Almost there. Gonna have to keep trying and master this course to be on the long course. Last stretch, here I come. Let's take it and go with a special finish line complete for test number 1. But it was alright, but 9th place is doing a fine example course when trying out the Suzuki Vision Gran Turismo Group 3, but I call this a fine challenge complete. Very good job and very well average. So that makes 2237 credits will be well earned. But it was a lot of fun out there. But I can't wait if I could probably have to go for another round. Let's see how it turns out to do some changes in the custom race. Alright, so looks like lap time is definitely might be doing the same as usual. But whatever happens about the change course. But we have to make sure to exit out and go with the shortcuts layout is definitely might have to go for a different test. Now, next up for trying out for car number 2 is the Ford Roadster 1939. Maybe I should probably have to go with a short course layout. For this part of the challenge, if I could probably have to go with selecting vehicles from garage, I could probably have to go with 10 vehicles by selection. That should be going well reduced amount by having a grid start check. Just give me one moment. I should probably have to grab available vehicles if I could probably have to be select. Adjust the grid. But I think I have a better idea. I'll have to go back and switch back on to the classic vehicle of the Ford 1932 Roadster. I almost forgot about one other thing if I could probably have to pull out the next clip. I should probably might have to try out with this classic vehicle since I have purchased from the Lexia car dealership. So let's go down by the cursor. There's the Ford Roadster. All set and good to go, and this classic beauty is about to go for the shortcuts layout to be at Watkins Glen International after doing the long course for the Group 3 race. Okay. Now let's try this again. Gonna have to do the same thing and go with 10 car by the grid. Gonna have to be well organized and do a preset weather by the custom. S01, now go with car selection by the garage. Since I have starting out in last position, I should probably have to change any vehicles whenever I like to pick. That might have a very good performance point opportunity. And by the looks of it, I could probably have to take a good double check on the performance point. 410. Maybe that should be quite doing fine efforts if I could probably have to go with lower than 400. Grab the 86, 11, and go with my U.D.R.S Liveries. This one might be a very good, excellent, creative idea as I go with testing out by having new car and all of my liveries to be as a multi-class. Get my Monster Roadster, change up the car. Okay, Roadster S. 86 Torino with a fully tuned version. Okay, Toyota Tundra TRD Pro 2019 should be doing good. I might be very good to organize any kinds of different vehicles that I just have from the garage. That might have a very good opportunity for Gran Turismo 7 is going to be a great place to start. Now for Volkswagen Scirocco, one car, if I could probably have to go with selection. Okay, get my Nissan Silvia S15. One more vehicle to go, so I'm about to go selection to be well prepared. And last but not least, the Mazda Roadster touring car is definitely might be way too powerful. I should probably have to go with a different car to be lower than 400. Okay, but the Nissan Solidi might be the perfect choice. Alright, so looks like several drivers might be very good to call in, but I could probably have to have one of my Total Drama OC will have to go help out to be joining in to be as my supporter. So let's go and have one American racer will be at the get-go. Gonna have to get my OC Lexia to help out. Alright, good to see you, Lexia. Now for Hardenick. He may be very good at Mitsubishi cars, so I might have to go with 11. Is definitely might have to be as partner number 2. Now it takes a while, you guys. I'll have to sort things out before the next clip. Okay viewers, I have called out 9 of my Total Drama OC who really want to join the fun because I got everything sorted out and being assigned to every different vehicle on the road car category. Say hi to the rest of the audience, my team. Very good. Nice greeting introduction. So I got everything to be sorted out. Starting out in position number 1 to have Horizun Haynes in the Nissan Solidi 1998, followed by second place Lexia Dempis, my favorite girl, and go with the Nissan Silvia Spec R Aero S15 2002. Third place Carden Keynes in the Volkswagen Scirocco R 2010. Gerry Collins in position number 4 that he could probably have to go with the Lancia Stratos 1973. Gash Fernandez, my newest additional to the team, will have to go with the Toyota Tundra TRD Pro 2019. Genna Watkins will have to go with the 86 Terreno, is now entered in position 6. Breezy Winters is now entered to be in position 7 in the Mazda Roadster S ND model 2015. Tasha Star, 1989 Mazda U.D.R.S Roadster, is now entered to be joined to have a different kind of a tune style roadster. And also for my best man, Hardenick Richards in the Toyota Levin 86 1983. And I'll have to be as myself in position 10, we'll have to go for the 1932 Ford Roadster, will do the main part of the challenge. So let's do this, you guys. My team has been waiting for this moment. We'll be doing a first ever test to take on in a different course in Watkins Glen International. After doing a long course, it's going to be very different. We'll have to go for the shortcut, just like Autopolis International Racing Course. Just sit back, and I'm about to get ready to go for last place to take the challenge against my very own livery design of the United Defensive Reformation Service. It's going to be a test and go with the competition ready for the challenge. So here I come. It's so very good to try this baby out. It's going to get much proud and well performance to be as a standard default. Gonna have to go apply overtake with my team. There we go. Looks like things are doing well. Take turn number 1. Gonna have to go for the left side before Breezy is about to go catch up onto my current position. Here comes Gash Fernandez in the Toyota Tundra, you guys. Gonna have to go on to the next turn at the inside of the apex. Okay, very good. Looks like Gerry is doing well. Push up and go overtake at Horizun in the Nissan Solidi. Sector 1 clear and go with sector number 2. By the look at the interior view, you guys, this one is very classic and vintage to be as a 1960s vehicle made by Ford. But this one might be turns out to be as a similar to be as a classic hot rod vehicle was actually made in the 1930s. Turns out to become beauty and well classic. Thank you so much, Carden. How I really like to see how you could probably have to prove your driving skills to the test. Now, if I could probably have to test myself, my favorite girl Lexia is in the lead in the Nissan Silvia S15. Gonna have to go right on to the inside corner to take the final turn. Lap number 1 is getting closer at the end, so I could probably have to catch up and go faster to take the slipstream in the length of the distance. Lap number 2, here I come and go with the medium comfort tires will be at the start. Okay, looks like gonna have to go right on to the main approach. You did very good, Lexia. But how far can you ever take on with this nice classic Ford Roadster? Let's go for it. I will. I have to be very more gentle. Haha, yes, looks like first place. Here I come and take the lead. Of course, it might be quite possible that some of my Total Drama OC really want to do the part of the conversation in this part of the video for race number 2 by trying out a new ride. It's so very good and well classic, because this one might be a license plate was actually to be made in the 1960s. There's one over there is the state of Arizona, B-3883. This might be very good to be vintage, is also to be well placed by default. That one is actually to become a default license plate to be as a very good classic car original. Well, of course, Lexia really wants to catch up onto me because finally took the finish line and take first place is doing a much brilliant classic moment. Well, of course, by having a difference in Watkins Glen International to be on a long and short course, for every race car and sports car will be joined in to have all kinds of fun moments in Gran Turismo 7. But first place to have this nice classic Ford 1936 Roadster is a very good, excellent classic beauty. Very good job to take lap number 2 by only 1 minute 42.408 seconds. But not to mention because 3 of my Total Drama OC girls are barely trying to catch up onto each other, but Gerry Collins just did a good job out there to go forward in position number 3. You're very welcome, Gerry. You did a good, proud job for myself for doing the best moments, but I appreciate your respect. Well, of course, Hardenick, I know you just really want a Mitsubishi so badly because temporarily we'll have to go with the 8611. We'll have to do some tire change by the next time. So, looks like reward earned and 5.3 miles on the distance. Now for the replay, this might have to go look for having a third person view for doing the moment. So just gonna have to do 1 second. Find a good perfect picture to have this background. Okay, see these names over here to be indicate those are my Total Drama OC, you guys. I've been spent 5 minutes. We'll have to build out to have a different name change by the registration. So here it comes. One thumbnail will be checked up, exit out, and save a replay will be part on the main memory. Of course it is, you guys. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you appreciate to help me out. See what I mean, viewers? That's my Total Drama OC, alright. It was actually turns out to become fully conversation during this part of the race. But don't ever try this on your own video in every YouTube channel because it takes hard work and well creative. After trying out 2 layouts in Watkins Glen International, but it turns out to become a perfect moment, we'll be participate in sport mode in the final race in the Nations Cup. So let's go over onto sport mode, and here it comes. it brings different changes for having some brand new look on the updates. So here I am right now, currently in driver rating B, SR rating to be on the S. Number of races I took is 86, wins by 2, and the top 5 position is at 17. Alright, so looks like it might be quite very brand new for having a different change in sport mode for this main update. But it might be quite possible to have some gold, silver, and metal if you can ever participate in the time trial event. So, well, I guess car number 3 will be taking place in Alsace Village for the Suzuki B6 Escudo Pikes Peak Special 1998 will go on the tarmac road. But it's going to be doing excellent because ranking registration will end in about 12 days. For this part of the time trial challenge, it might be very challenging and gold competitive. We'll have to beat the main gold objective in about 1 minute and 38.356 seconds to get up onto 2 million credits. Talk about doing some farming work by having a main part of the challenge is going to get much higher and excellent by having a new change of opportunity for having a time trial event. Since my absence from 2 time trial events from Suzuki for the Group 3 class and Le Mans in the Group 1 class as the same thing. So it's about to go challenging and faster to try it out with this very good excellent rally car beast. So I guess car number 3 is gonna have to go with the Escudo Pikes Peak Special we'll take on in Alsace Village by having an old legend and go with a new racing course layout. But I almost forgot about the tire change will be needed to be on the Racing Soft compound tires. Just hang on 1 second, you guys. I just really might need to do some quick preparation after I just purchased this very good rally car beast car. Okay, all I need is power restrictor and the ballast. Okay, gonna have to add up with medium and soft racing tires. That should be good enough to have 867 performance point. Let's go back and have another round to go for the 3rd time ever to take this time trial. Is going to be doing excellent. Will be added up for this part of the video segment. So here I come. BOP regulation will set up automatically in 981 horsepower and the weight to be at 1764 pounds. Gonna have to go focus and take the gold is going to be very much important. Just like circuit experience and super license, but I haven't participated in super license yet because I have to be very patient if I could probably have to achieve all circuit layouts in circuit experience. But also not to mention because onto the next video is going to have to do some main focus in Asia Oceania circuit. I have to keep that in mind because it's going to get much very important if I could probably have to do some of my creative ideas for my walkthrough. Registration ends in about 12 days and this will be my target time, you guys. 3% to have 1 minute and 38.356 seconds to get 2 million credits. So let's do this and go for the challenge. Alright, looks like this Escudo is so very powerful. Much stronger and very excellent since Gran Turismo 2 as the first ever debut for this hill climb monster car to be as a rally based vehicle. By this very good excellent interior view, it turns out to become much realistic to have our good sightseeing for our eyes for the very first time in 25 years of Gran Turismo history. It turns out to become as a standard car for Gran Turismo 5 and Gran Turismo 6. This one in GT7 is going to be a fully functional premium car to be having a very good excellent racing technology from the late 90s. Very good excellent beast and well packed up to go up in about 1,000 horsepower by adding up with a turbocharged high RPM part. Let's stay on track and go with some every layout track in Alsace Village. We'll have to go for the limit. I'm so very happy about this car, you guys. Just like the rest of you who have already got their own vehicle to be well customized. But this one might be very good to be as a red original. Okay, looks like definitely 2 grades, so I could probably have to learn potentially to have this V6 Escudo is a very good rally car monster. But I mean, it's going to be so awesome to have this livery design to be well creative after the video ends. Okay, gonna have to be very gentle. Looks like the main goal objective time is going to be very difficult. Okay, close enough. Over 1 minute and 57 seconds to be decimal by 447. But I mean, this one is a very good, excellent Group B rally car without any title tag to have this performance point to be labeled base. I could probably have to go for the limit to have this one. Is very challenging on the tarmac circuit. So let's keep on trying and stay steady. Gonna have to improve my time because focusing on the goal in the time trial that I have been waiting for is going to be doing some hard work of challenging, so I could probably have to get built up with some more currency credits by having a limitation up to 100 million credits. Well, of course, you guys, as we may also know the drill, because farming work is always about to do some building up with some currency credits to buy any cars to be at the used car, Grand Central, and Legend car dealership. It takes progress whenever we have to go build up onto the car index. We'll have to keep a good eyes check by every month for only a new update to have new cars coming soon. Okay, coming down the hill. Stay on track and go well challenging in about 2.7 seconds. There's my record, 1 minute 47.457 seconds. Let's kick up the RPM and go well improve for my lap time before enter to be at lap number 4. There we go. Looks like it's kicking up onto the high gear. Decrease the lap time by the distance. I could probably have to go this all day. Barely break my 2.5 seconds. Gonna have to believe myself. Gonna have to learn, and potential with the Suzuki V6 Escudo is gonna be my part of the challenge. Going up the hill, just like racing in Pikes Peak International Hill. Okay, keep it steady. Down the hill and go ace that course onto the final corner. Smoothly in, and correction by the record in 1 minute 43.33 seconds. Now it's going to be quite very challenging and go hardcore racing to beat the main lap time by going for the goal. It takes hard work of racing when participate in a time trial by doing the main update in GT7. But clearly, this is going to be my first ever time trial event in Gran Turismo 7. Racing the Suzuki B6 Escudo at Alsace Village is going to be a very main golden opportunity. We'll go focused to be on the main objective time. So let's kick it up onto the high gear and go with sector number 2. Okay, gonna have to stay steady. Don't get prevent spin out. Just keep on racing, stay clean with using this car is all about concentration. Just gonna have to learn by yourself. It takes many practice, so you can probably have to go up by having a new record to get the goal. Okay, gonna have to be careful. Try not to get impacted by the barrier. But I wonder if the penalty line should be part of it. Okay, 4th gear, let's kick it up. Okay, sector 1 clear. Now let's go with sector 2. But I can't wait. Tonight's competition is going to be on the test course in Alsace Village. But perfect moment for the Group B race car. We'll have to go challenging and play safety for doing the comfort soft tires. But it takes matters of hard work for every racing category, so it might be going well reduced to be on the regulation. But I can't wait to see how it turns out because I just know the guess. Comfort soft tires for every Group B rally cars. We'll have to play safety for doing the test course layout in Alsace, you guys. Just gonna have to go right in to take that first part of the hairpin before going for the elevation by the downhill. I might have to do some practice because it takes many exercise caution to go down the hill by doing some elevation changes. But the riskier it could probably have to take. Now for lap number 6, gonna have to beat my lap time and go with some late braking onto the hairpin. Okay, expect too soon to be hit the barrier. Now, I guess it'll have to call it for a day. Okay, here's my best time. 1 minute, 41.833 seconds. It takes hard work by having a chance to get the goal, but here's a 4-star roulette ticket for completing a driving marathon. Very good, excellent average outcome in Sector 1, 34.867 seconds. Sector 2, 32.952 seconds. And for Sector 3, 33.617 seconds is now separate from lap number 3 to lap number 5. Very good best time and average time to be totaled in 1 minute 45.147 seconds, and the worst time I just took is 1 minute and 50.447 seconds. That takes a lot of hard work of research because ending up by having a record to be marked onto the bronze, but I'll have to come back at any time, so I could probably have to get the goal to beat this main objective time in about 1 minute and 38 seconds. Because this one might be a very registration has also to be having a confirmation before you can exit out. Once the ranking registration period has ended, go to sport to obtain your reward for meeting the first target time. But it might be ends on July 7, 2022 in 1:59 a.m. I'll make sure if I have to keep that in mind, because participate in the time trial event is definitely might be very important since the last update. But very good job for having the first time ever for doing a time trial to go with a brand new car. Very original and very legendary. Now for only one more thing to do before at the end of the video. But there might be some Scape backgrounds on Watkins Glen International along with extra menu after doing some participate in menu book number 39 in Championship GT World Series. But here it is, famous circuits in the eastern United States, Watkins Glen International. It has all kinds of locations to have some background styles. It turns out to have known corners and turn layouts. So here we have here is the home straight, pit lane, home straight to have a different background, the toe, turn 5, turn 9, the boot, and also turn number 9 to have a different background location. Because this one is very good and excellent to have 6 hours of Watkins Glen to be as an endurance race. So which one should I have to go with? Alright, so let's go with a home straight. That should be a doing fine excellent to have 3 car collection to have 2 Suzuki and a Ford Roadster is now going excellent to have this part of the lineup collection. Okay, there's the Suzuki Vision Gran Turismo Group 3 here. Now for the V6 Escudo. So let's go organize. Gonna have to place right here. This background should probably have to do a timeline of automotive history. Okay, time for a picture selection, and here it is. I'll have my Total Drama OC Genesis might have to explain 3 of these vehicles later on. So that's how it is, because it's going to be quite very remarkable to have 3 new rides for the third ever content update in GT7. So let's have a good check on the GT Cafe to see what else is going on here. There might be some extra menus will be featured to have this very good extra course. But it might be quite possible to be unlocked after completing in menu book number 39. I'll have to wait later on, so I could probably have to complete with my full walkthrough in the playlist. So I guess this is going to be quite doing some very best time to be going back to do some farming work to go up right back on to 1 million credits and over. It takes a while for me, you guys, because it takes many hard work of development. If I could probably have to go right back in to do some world circuits like Race of Turbo Sports Car in Circuit Descenti Clorix B or Tokyo Expressway Central Outer Loop in Clubman Cup Plus Edition. So let's go back to the garage and have a different round to be on the roulette ticket by continue on to be on the number 7 prize reward. So let's do this. Time for a 4-star roulette ticket to be on the first one, and here it comes. This one is going to be a Volkswagen Beetle Group 3 with a variation. Maybe not. I guess one nitrous system is going to be adding up and compatible for the BMW M4 Group 4 car. I'll have to hold on to it. Next up for the 3-star. Here I come. Let's keep my eyes on the prize. Very close, but almost had that chance to adding up with some more Gran Turismo credits. I'll take 10,000 credits as well. I should probably might have to do some bonuses to be well achieved. Now, let's just gonna have to go right over to be on the car collection. Collect it. let's more details about any kinds of cars. This one is the Porsche 911 RSR Type 991 that I just purchased at the Brand Central, ever since I have perfectly moment to be used in the Porsche Cup. The V6 Escudo Pikes Peak Special, a monster made for the Pikes Peak hill climb. Awesome! Very good, excellent, legendary monster rally car to go all-wheel drive. Suzuki Vision GT Group 3. This Group 3 Vision Gran Turismo possesses Suzuki's racing spirit. Remarkable. Just like the original, but fully race ready. And this one, this high boy style hot rod was displayed at the Henry Ford Museum. Very good historic car to be well placed up to be in Henry Ford Museum. Very well known classic vehicle to have this very good Ford Roadster from the 1960s. So, I guess you guys really enjoyed watching the video for the third ever content update on Gran Turismo 7, but also to have a special guest appearance with my Total Drama OC will be joining the fun to be on a short track layout in Watkins Glen International. But I'll be looking forward to participate in Round 5 of the Nations Cup in Season 1 in the 2022 series in the GT World Series. But still coming in for a long way to go, because after spending with some long delays with my absence in Round 3 at 24 Heroes du Mans racetrack for the Group 1 class between 3 LMP1 and 1 Hypercar category class to be in the Group 1 class. But it takes a while, because just be patient. But this video will be set to be uploaded until now, before at the end of this content video. Thank you for watching on my video in Gran Turismo 7, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like Deepnet Art, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like U.D.R.S Liveries, Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.